Remember Counter-Strike? That game you played in computer shops years back? Most of us pretty much grew up playing this groundbreaking first-person shooter. Now on its latest iteration, CSGO, or Counter-Strike Global Offensive, it's still a popular FPS title globally, but didn't make much of an impact here in the Philippines. However, this well-known title from Riot Games is shaping up to be the next generational FPS for years to come. This is Carlo from Game High. Thank you so much for subscribing, and please don't forget to leave a like or a comment on the comment section below. Valorant was officially released worldwide on June 2, 2020. Described as a 5v5 character-based tactical FPS where precise gunplay meets unique agent abilities. It has since taken the gaming scene by storm. Boasting a monthly average of 14 million players worldwide, this translates to having virtually the entire population of Metro Manila playing the game every single day in a month. It operates within its own client, supported by an in-house anti-cheat system called Vanguard that purportedly detects most, if not all, of the hacks being used in an FPS game. In addition, Riot Games has revealed earlier this year that reportedly over 500 million games of Valorant have been played since its launch. We can only imagine how many million games have been played since they made this statement back in June. As for esports tournaments, Riot Games, through its Valorant Champions Tour, has given away over $3 million worth of prizes so far to its participants. Here in the Philippines, the local qualifiers for the Valorant Champions Tour have given out over 1.7 billion pesos in prizes. Yes, that's how huge the professional Valorant scene is here in the country. That's a lot of money. Go on Facebook, write Valorant on the search bar, and you'll be met with a ton of Valorant-related Filipino groups on the results page. Such is the immense popularity of the game. In addition, many of these groups boast membership of tens of thousands of members, with some reaching over 6-digit population numbers. Also, many of the country's prominent gaming streamers, personalities, and influencers regularly stream Valorant nearly every day, attracting thousands of viewers on their respective streams. The country's professional Valorant leagues attract teams by the score. Hundreds of teams participate in qualifier tournaments, and teams that reach the top not only get bragging rights, but win tens of thousands of pesos in cold cash, even get the chance to fly the flag internationally. On top of it all, there are even female and collegiate Valorant tournament circuits in the Philippines. This just shows that the game reaches all levels and walks of life. It is a resounding testament to the popularity of the game in this country. As for the professional Valorant scene, many FPS players in the Philippines have switched to Valorant because they felt that their respective scenes were not well supported anymore, both in the Philippines and in other Southeast Asian countries. Nearly all of the country's top players in the FPS genre are actively playing Valorant right now. Bren Esports and South Belt Esports, among other teams out there, boast multiple players who have played in some part of the country's top CSGO teams just a couple of years ago. On top of this, many Crossfire players have also joined the fray, getting a variety of results along the way. Since there were almost no major tournaments for Crossfire this year, they felt Valorant was a great way to continue their respective professional gaming careers. The local community's familiarity with Riot Games, due to previous experience playing League of Legends, and the game's relatively low barrier of entry, made the game attractive not only to hardcore FPS players, but also to players from other genres as well as casual players out there. Sources have mentioned that Riot Games has been aggressively expanding its footprint in the Asian region, hiring huge numbers of staff to oversee their operations here in Southeast Asia and in the wider region overall. In addition, Riot Games is also hiring a full-fledged team for the Philippines, which is a sign that Riot Games is actually paying attention to the market and plans to solidify its presence in these parts. Finally, considering the feedback and viewership that they have received locally, it would be safe to assume that Riot would also continue to show strong support for its local communities in the years to come. Valorant is not just a free-to-play title. It also boasts great map design, interesting in-game mechanics, and top-of-the-line cosmetics. It is also protected by a strong anti-cheat system, and most importantly, it has a competitive ecosystem that spans the entire globe. These are among the main reasons why its prospects are bright in the years to come. Considering the fact that Riot considers the Philippines to be a major part of its global ecosystem, we should expect Valorant to stay well supported in the future. So, what do you think about the dominance of Valorant here in the Philippines? Hit us up in the comment section to let us know what you think. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and click the notify button to get updated of our new videos weekly. We're also on Facebook and Instagram, and we do have our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for our Season 1 on sports and video games. Until then, catch you guys on the next video. Ciao.